right now it's like, man, I want that YouTube. I want to get on that gram real quick. But it's like, nah, I'm not doing that. We not doing that. We
That's fine. I think the one thing, like for me, I've dropped the social medias before, but I feel like I think Instagram is like the biggest poison to me. I don't know what it is about my Instagram. I open it and it's just nothing but politics and negativity. I think a lot of people don't have no value in their own world. They don't see nothing to gain. But
yeah.
I think the biggest thing to gain is just the fact that you have more love for your own domain.
I was realizing like if all my people from like different parts of my life met each other, they wouldn't really get along.
I've been grinding, got all the eyes on me. Fuck being humble, I take the pride only. Damn right, I take it there, cause they ain't playing fair. I've been grinding, got all the eyes on me. Fuck being humble, I take the pride only. Damn right, I take it there, cause they ain't playing fair.
We back. Another episode of Between the World and Us. We back. It's been a minute. It's not really been a minute, but like
Actually, it's not been a minute at
difficulties
all.
happen. Life
It
happens.
really, it really ain't even been a minute. I think last episode was like three, well, four.
You know
It was,
how people
it was,
moving nowadays.
yeah,
Content
it's
is
top,
like
top speed. It's top speed.
top speed content though is like moving. But like, all right, for us, um, there's been a lot going on with me. Like lately, I've been like on cleaning out my garage, for instance.
Cleaning out
Cleaning
the
out my
garage.
garage, meaning I've been cleaning out my life. I've been compartmentalizing things. I just realized I had too much going on. Not really in terms of what I'm doing in life, but in my head, what I'm consuming. You know what I'm saying?
Like over
And
cluttered type of feeling.
yeah, it was just cluttered, foggy. Like I didn't know where to go with my thoughts and ideas. I had so much thoughts, I had so much
Nah, I feel you.
ideas, but I didn't know where to put any of it or what should I do first. You get what I'm saying? You know how you
Yeah, I
always got
definitely
these,
agree.
I want to do this, I want to do that. I want let me learn this, and you want let me learn that, and you're like, where am I gonna start? What am I gonna do first? You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
lately I've been on that, like, all right, let me just get rid of some stuff in the garage in my life and restart. So I got
Hmm.
rid of my social media. All my social media I got rid of. I got
That's
rid of
tough.
my YouTube. The only way I'm gonna be on social media right now is if we're posting stuff for Bird's Eye View Network and we're doing that. I'm gonna log back in and do
I'm
whatever.
not gonna lie. When you just said YouTube, that hurt my heart a little
Even YouTube, and
bit.
YouTube is my
YouTube
favorite.
hurt the
Like
most.
YouTube is my number one, man. My
Oh,
uno. The thing is, and it's not even bad content I'm consuming on there. I'm learning history, I'm learning mathematics, I'm learning all kinds of stuff. It's just that all that stuff is like, I don't know where to start with any of that. Like, I want to be good at all those things. Like, right now, I'm like on a whole mathematics, like, dive back in to just learn math again. Just
I
even the
feel you.
basics. You know what
Just
I'm
to
saying?
soak
Because
your brain into that
just,
element of like, one, you about to go into school and you gotta,
yep.
yeah, and you
I
know
got
you
to
gotta
get
have
back
that.
into that. I got to get back into those study habits too. And then I just want to see how I'm going to feel after. You know what I'm saying? I want my
Hmm.
brain to totally reset like a normal person because I feel like our society now with all this stuff we're consuming when it comes to media and all that, people are not we don't know what it is to be like a regular. You know what I'm saying? Like our brains almost hyper like
What's
dopamized. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like we
hyperdopamine?
on
What?
crack. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's on crack right now,
That
bro.
social media hitting like crack in the '80s for real
I'm
though.
telling you, like everybody's on crack and we don't even know how it is to be sober.
That's
You know what I'm
true.
saying?
Oh
Because
my,
you're
me and my
constantly
wife.
on your phone.
That's real talk. Yo, social media hitting like crack in the '80s. He said dopamine.
There we dopamine, bro. Dudes is high, man. Like it's like Snoop. Like everybody's Snoop right now. Like everybody's high every day, so you don't even know it. So what are you when you high every day? You know what I'm saying? What's high if you high every day?
And if you don't get your dose, then what happens? Because if you start, because then I feel like that's when you really notice when you got a problem. Because you don't get that dose and you start changing, and
Yeah.
that animal come. Because if I take that phone out your hand and you want to fight me, hold on, hold
No,
on,
and
boss.
that's what I'm trying to figure out. What happens when I take my drugs away? My
Hmm.
social media, my movies, my Netflix, my YouTube. What happens when I take my drug away and I want that reset? Like that's what I'm trying to figure out right now. Like, okay, will I be because I'm trying to get my creativity back. Not only my creativity back, because I've always been a creative person and it's always there, but I can't compartmentalize anything. So right now I'm saying, all right, let me take all that away, reset my creativity back. Not only will I get my creativity back, I'll be able to go into action once I
Mm.
have those thoughts and ideas. They're not just sitting in my head. I can actually go forward with them. You get what I'm saying?
The true
That's the
power.
goal.
Hey, what they say. You know what they say about the true power of knowledge.
Hmm.
Knowledge is only as powerful as how you can use it. You must apply knowledge. The application of knowledge is true power.
That's it. If you can't implement it, it's just a book collecting dust,
Exactly.
essentially. So that's where I'm at right now. So for me, when it comes to cleaning out my garage, and people could take some tips from this, is all right, you got to put your priorities first, right? You got to put the things that are most important to you at the front of the garage, right? So you can access those things easy. For some people, it might be family, your faith, friends, whatever. And then it could go to your career, things you're trying to learn, whatever. You know what I'm saying? In those tiers. And then some things might have to go to the back. You know what I'm saying? Things like maybe watching movies
Hmm.
or just certain little things that binge watch, like your Netflix, all that. You put that in the storage areas. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't need that as much
And it's not going anywhere.
and it's not going anywhere exactly. And then when it comes to your priorities are in the front, but you also have to maintain your priorities. You get what I'm saying? You have to
Hmm.
clean it so you don't collect dust, because some people, their stuff is backward right now. The family and all that might be in the back collecting dust, and when you go try to retrieve the family and faith and all that, it's in chaos because you've let it collect dust. You know what I'm saying? You let it
That's
rotten out. You
heavy.
let it get
No, that's heavy.
rusty out there.
That's heavy. Oh, that's super heavy. Cause that hit me personally. Cause like, yeah, yeah. Especially like in that transitioning period of coming out the Navy and then I was starting school, and it was like it's a whole different brain that you have to use. And I
Yeah,
realized before I got out that I had to switch my whole brain. And it was like, what do you mean I gotta let go of my drugs, my video games, my social media? I can't go out. I
exactly.
can't go out. I'm not supposed to be drinking. I gotta just sit back, chill, and relax for a minute and just gather my thoughts. It felt like it was insanity for a minute.
I gotta make my own decisions, and I
And it was
gotta
in your own hand. You telling me every time I'm hungry, I know I could just go to the galley and anything
yeah.
go wrong, my check gonna hit every 2 weeks. And when
Ex-
life just, I said, whoa,
I
oh,
know where
this
I
is what I
gotta.
needed. This is what I
Hmm.
needed. And it clicked and it clicked. And it was like, oh, this is the real world. I had to be reintroduced.
Hmm.
Cause
And
I
then you had
let
to create.
everything sit in that back burner. I threw everything out. I said, you know what? This Navy stuff is too much going on. I can't hold all of this. The Navy is getting in my head. I'm not seeing my family. All I got is my Snicker bars in my Instagram when I need to cool off. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And then I
yeah,
go and I might go hit the yak. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And then when you let it go, it's
You br-
devastating. It's devastating.
you go into that relapse phase. Oh, not relapse phase, but you go into that withdrawal phase where it's
Yeah.
like, man, and then it's like, man, because right now it's like, man, I want that YouTube. I want to get on that gram real quick, but it's like, nah, I'm not doing that. We not doing that. We doing this. You know what I'm saying? And you got like, no, I'm picking up
You
the
know
book
what?
I'm reading right now.
You
Like, I
know
can't
what?
do that.
Nah, that's fine. I think the one thing, like for me, I've dropped the social medias before, but I feel like I think Instagram is like the biggest poison to me. I don't know what it is about my Instagram. I open it and it's just nothing but politics and negativity.
Bro, I got tired of it. It was just so much going on, and it was just like I was like, I don't want to see none of that. I don't want to see anything. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't
And
want to see it.
no, you know what I've noticed? It don't even be the content. It's how they word it. Cause like me, I got ground news on my phone. When
Yeah.
I get ground news notifications and it gives you like you could pick whether you want centered bias, left bias, right bias, and I just
Hmm.
have all my stuff come through centered. So you don't have no, I don't get like crazy, like I'm trying to get you to come read this headlines. I just get
Yeah.
the real, actual reality of what happened. And then you open
Mhm.
Instagram and the news article told you, oh, Tehran didn't get the word. And then you open Instagram and say, Trump said F Iran. And when we get over there, we gonna woof the wop the whoop. And you're like, wait, hold on, what? Then I
Yeah.
gotta go back and be like, did I miss that part of the article?
And
Like,
then you got to fact check. You got to see what's really going on, what's real and what's not, and all that. And for me right now, it's just like I'm gonna get back on it, but like we have goals. You get what I'm saying? We
mm,
got things we want to do and we gotta get going on. So for me, it was like, all right, I have to
that's heavy.
figure out topics. I have to compartmentalize our brand. You know what I'm saying? I have to understand where we're going with direction because I want to be at a point where we could put consistent content out for people, but I want to feel the content. You get what I'm saying? I want to
Mm,
live it. You know what I'm saying? I want to
gotta
believe it.
get in
I
that
want,
realm.
yeah, I want to get that realm where it's important, where we're giving our audience, something to help them.
Because everything that we do, this is about substance. This is always about education.
Exactly.
If you hear, you should be learning.
You should be learning. You should be adding on. You should be thinking. That's what we encourage. So if you got anything to say, like, comment, subscribe, always tell us something. And and if we wrong on something, fact check us.
Fact checkers,
We
fact
trying to
checkers,
learn.
because I love to learn.
Yeah.
Hey, ain't gonna be mad at that at all. But
Nah.
I ain't gonna lie with the social media, because I'm about to take your advice, bro. You ain't even tell it to me. You told it to everybody watching Between the World and Us, but I'm gonna take that advice if nobody else take it. I'm for sure gonna take it,
I'm telling you, man, because I,
because
I
I
was
need a
just found
detox.
I just found myself like asking myself why. You know what I'm saying? Like I was literally asking myself, and you could do that with all points of your life. Why
Yeah.
do I need new clothes? Why? You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I don't need new t-shirts. I have a whole bunch of them. Why do I need to go out today? What's out there? I don't need to go out today. You know what I'm saying? I think that's like a big fundamental question that can help you with your life before you do anything. And if you really dig deep into like why, most of the things are like you don't need it. You
I
get what I'm
think
saying?
that's
Or
the
they're not
hardest thing though.
necessary.
Behind the why is like, I think the work. When you look at the why, you know there's work behind it. When you went to
Hmm.
school and it was what, when, where, and why. Why was always the column you had to write 5 sentences. Everybody
Yeah.
hear that why come with explanation. It come with, and I need it.
Yeah.
So I think that why is hard. It's easy to shy away from. So like I feel like it's
Bec-
I think when you say like why should I be doing it, but you should also justify the things that you do, the things that you are actively like engaged in. So
yeah.
when you ask yourself, why do I go to the gym? So when you're in the gym and you hitting them weights, and you ever be in the gym, I know I've been there and I yawned and I'm like,
Yeah.
and I have to ask myself, why am I in here? I'm tired, I'm bored, I'm da 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 da.
I've
But
been in
it's
a
what's the
car
big
at the
picture?
gym. I've been in the car at the gym like I don't want to go. I don't want to go inside. And then you start making up a whole bunch of lies to your head like I did go yesterday. I've
Yeah,
been
and then I
going for
gotta
a week
do
straight.
that extra stuff
And
after
then
this.
I could go do this instead. Like I don't really need to go. And it's all BS by the way. Like, nah, bro. I've been in the car at the
Yeah,
gym like
chatting
I
in
don't
the
really
car,
need that.
chatting.
Shit, yeah, it be like that. But like when you ask yourself, when you start really breaking down whys, the more you do things, the more you'll start to really com com I can't say the
Compartment,
word
compartmentalize.
compartmentalize like your life. The more you ask yourself whys, the more you'll start to cut off things you don't need. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because I've been doing that lately. I've just been asking myself why, and sometimes it's hard, man. It's difficult, man.
And I feel like I feel like in certain senses, you also can't overstructure. Because you
Yeah,
overstructure, you might tire yourself out. Because you have to
yeah,
find your groove. Because when you structure something, it's because you're expecting it to work out in that way.
yeah.
And in reality, things just don't always work out according to plan. That's just not a thing. You could
Yeah,
act. I'm reading the Art of War, but in the Art of War, that's like one of the statements that he makes is basically you everything is not going to go according to plan.
It's
So
not.
you must be able to adjust in the moment.
And most likely, things are not gonna go according to plan. Like most likely, things are not gonna go according to plan because the world it just don't work like that.
It don't work. And
It just don't
it's
work like that.
you got to be able to take the losses and the wins and make them valuable.
Yeah.
You must
No.
gain knowledge from every situation. If you're not grabbing something, that's why you feel like you're losing. You're not counting your wins. It's hard to count your wins. I'm not gonna lie. But once you start doing it, once you start waking up, looking in the mirror and go, you are doing a good job. You are winning. Like
Yeah.
you have to reinforce these things
You
with
do no.
yourself.
I like that word reinforce because that's what you got to tell your mind. And for me, even like when it comes to learning certain things, like when I'm not doing well in something new that I'm trying to learn, I constantly tell myself, "Oh, you're gonna learn this." You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Oh, you're gonna get better at this. You just keep being consistent. You will be good at this. Like
And
just keep
talk
doing
kindly.
it.
I talk. That's
No,
can't
that's
stress this
facts.
part enough. And say it like how Soundbite just said. Say it kindly.
Be
Don't
gentle
talk
with
to
yourself,
yourself
man.
like you're crazy, like you're a crazy person on the street.
Yeah, no, that's real. That's facts though. I had to learn that too because I was like I was hyper like masculine. I guess I don't know what that really is, but there was a point where I would tell myself like, nah, you messing up, you fucking up, like you need to stop. This is all you. Like I was just putting tons of weight on myself, and it was just like I don't have to do that. I could tell myself, good job. I could tell myself, oh, you just learning. That's why you having trouble with this. I could tell myself, hey, look, baby steps. Not it's not you can't learn all this in one go. I could you know what I'm saying? Like you do gotta be a little gentle. And as men, sometimes I think we are too hard on ourselves in terms of
Way too hard.
how we treat ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes we do be too like we be too ruthless towards ourselves, and it's really damaging us when we think we strengthening ourselves, yo.
The one, and if you don't think it's valuable, I'm gonna tell you this one thing that you can most definitely gain from it. You ever felt the type of way like you ever see a dude he's super big in the gym or something? Like I mean, he's super big, muscled out, and then you
Yeah,
make oh you man you looking small today, and it hurt his feelings. He's probably the biggest dude in the gym, but that's because
facts.
he doesn't even reinforce himself. When you actually tell yourself you're doing, you heard so many compliments from yourself. When somebody tell you you're not doing a good job, it's like I
It's
already
not,
told myself I'm doing a good job 27 times today. I mean, I
and I've
don't
heard
even
it
know what you're
hurt,
talking
and
about. You
and I'm
27
it,
and one. I'm winning today. I don't know what you're
and
talking
the
about.
that's facts. And the more you reinforce those things, the more they become your reality. Because I've been learning about the brain lately. Fuzz, did you know that like when your eyes see something, your brain already has decided what it is before. So
Mm,
the vision you get from your eyesight is like 20%. Your brain already has made up what it is 90% before it looked at it. So your vision is only work like the skull has already had like it's already made up what that is by other like your other experiences. So your vision is only working like let's say like your brain has already made up like okay, you see a hat right there.
mm,
90% of that has already been perceived. Like your brain has already seen it. And the
mm,
other 10%, that's your vision. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of it is internal. A lot of how you feel about yourself, a lot of what you see and how you see the world is internal, is what you're internalizing. So what you see outside is what you perceive. It's what's inside already. So a lot of people got to understand that like a lot of how you see the world is your reality. You know what? It's your reality. It's not somebody else's reality. It's not what you're actually seeing with your own eyes. This is what your brain is making up in your head.
that's yeah, that's heavy.
Because I
Man,
was
they
reading,
take from
cause
me. Damn, that's crazy. Nah, go ahead, go ahead.
no, go ahead. Because I was reading. Let me grab this book real quick, bruh. This the book I'm on right now. It's The Brain, The Story of You by David Eagleman. I'm just learning about the brain right now and all its concepts. Like everything is like internal, man. Like people gotta realize like you live in your world. You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
The world does what that saying, the world doesn't revolve around you, it revolves around you. You create it.
Who you like? I that's so crazy. Like I think to put this in the simplest, like when you get super, you see people that get super excited for like their favorite celebrity.
Yeah.
Your world and their world. don't exist in the same plane. So like you getting excited from for them, they see you in that moment and then they go back to their world.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people don't have no value in their own world. They don't see nothing to gain. But
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing to gain is just the fact that you have more love for your own domain.
Yeah.
Like your presence is important.
You
And when it
have to
becomes
see it.
it starts to become your outside. Just how it becomes your inside, it becomes
Yeah.
your outside. Like I used to
Exactly.
I'm one person who's come from a negative outlook, a hyper masculine standpoint in life, and now I've changed my view and I can see the big difference from who I was to who I am.
Hmm.
And that major difference is I can now view life from a place of, I'm not even going to say happiness, I'm going to say clarity.
Hmm. No,
Like
I think
them
I
same
think
little things that used to piss me off might not get me as much as they used to back in the day, but it still worked.
because you understand you can eliminate things.
Hmm.
You're the main character. You get what I'm saying?
Say that
You're the
again.
main, like you're the main character in your life. Like everything around you is at your disposal, for instance, or for it's for you to play with. It's like your own little personal playground. You could eliminate things like, nah, I don't want this here. It's like you playing Legos. You know what I'm saying? Like you're a little kid playing Legos. You could view life like that. Like you're just building things as you go, and you're eliminating things or taking things away as you go. And I think the more people realize they have, because for me, this is like I live in a dual dichotomy. Like my faith allows me to realize I don't have as much control as I think I have. But with that mindset, also I realize I could live more free. You know what I'm saying? And with more freedom, have control. You know what I'm
Because the
saying?
think of, like, oh wow, you know what? I know I'm not making no politics references, but your
Good.
mind, yeah, that's like no, that's a now what you said is like super crazy because it's like, oh, I had an analogy, but I immediately put it in a politics view. I don't even want to talk about politics, bro. You got it, bro.
Man, you just like forget politics right now. But I'm just saying though. So for all those out there, create your own world. Eliminate things. You don't have to do certain things. Be kind to yourself. If anything, that's the message for this episode is,
Be
you
kind.
know, be kind to yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Be patient with yourself. Rome wasn't built in a day, you know?
And
You don't
it
have
will
to do
become your
certain things.
reality. It
You will
will.
be.
Like that's one thing I was definitely. That's what I was trying to say. But I can see the difference from who I was to who I am. Those things that I was thinking, oh, there's gonna be people there that's gonna be negative toward me when I get there.
Hmm.
Like I have this idea, this connotation. It's because I believed that it was going to happen, so it became my reality.
I
And
was
now
also
that I go
reading.
outside and I'm living in a more sense of, I'm just chilling. I'm free. I'm feeling comfortable. I'm happy to go outside and enjoy the sunlight, and nobody's trying to bother me. Now
Hmm.
everywhere I go, a random person want to say hi to me, shake my hand, have a conversation, give me a hug, tell me about God, and I'm like, you
Exactly.
really gotta walk in it. You gotta
You
walk in
really
it.
you gotta walk in that positivity, and you gotta walk in those goals you set for yourself, and how you go about achieving those every day. How you're gonna live your life is a everyday process. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that's very important. But let me ask you this one question before we go first. Like let's say there's different parts of you throughout your life, right? Like
Hmm.
the teenage you, the navy you, the now you, the back in the day you. Like if all like let's say five parts of your life, the you now, the navy you, the person that just joined, the person back in New York, let's say all those people met each other, would they be able to recognize each other? Because I was realizing like if all those like if all my people from like different parts of my life met each other, they wouldn't really get along.
That's crazy.
You get what I'm
Nah, they
saying?
wouldn't.
Like they
They would
wouldn't
not
get
get
along.
along.
They would not recognize each other. Like forget
I
how
think
you
they're gonna.
look.
I think they're definitely gonna get it on with each other. They
I
probably
think they
be
wouldn't get a. Just think about Rockstar Fuzz and Fuzz now.
no way.
Rockstar Fuzz and you know what I'm saying?
Then
Because
we wouldn't even have a conversation. We'd just cool. Like we're not trying
y'all
to
really
talk.
would y'all be on two different points in life. You would be like, because I realized too. Like I was thinking about you the other day. I was like Fuzz. the like the life you're living now, the married life and the family, like it's great. But if I would have talked to Rockstar Fuzz back then, you would be like, that don't sound fun.
It's
Like
like
that
from
don't sound like the life I want right now. You know what I'm saying?
when I tell you, like sometimes I think it was like it was the realization of just trying, of like seeing will it be fun? Because like I think my first step was where when me and my wife first went out together. We
Yeah.
only been to the club one time together. But we had a great time. Like when we've been like out in other countries, but when we've been like
Yeah.
in America, when we came
Yeah.
back. So when we went out and it was just like where like I realized like I can just genuinely have a good time. I did realize it wasn't a real restriction. Like it was a
Yeah.
mental restriction, but it's only if you allow it to be a restriction. We was chilling, we having a great time. I'm like, this is more fun than when I'm with the guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look, like don't get me wrong, I like to hang out with the guys, but it
The
was like,
homies, yeah.
but it was like, wow, I realized happiness is what you make it. You got it. And that's when I
It real
realized that my wife is for me.
yeah, no, that's dope, man. Cause I was reading like a part of this book yesterday, and it was saying that it was like saying like if you like the parts of your life that you think like you look back on, if those people, those parts, those people which are you back then would all meet each other, they wouldn't even really know who each other was. You're a total different person, and that's your brain. Your brain changes every day.
Yeah.
Everything you consume, everything you watch, everything you hear, every how you to anything, it changes. Your pathways change, neurons change. So you're changing constantly. And there's a beauty in that because that means where you are today doesn't mean you're going to be there tomorrow. You get what I'm saying? You could change.
And you
You're
gotta love
not,
your past. You gotta
y-
love it because if
y-
you don't forgive yourself and love your past,
yeah, if you don't look at your past and be like, what can I change?
and
Like, don't just,
we live in that type of country though, in that type of society.
hmm
In America, in specific, we don't love our past. We don't look back and go, "Ooh, let's honor all of these moments, even when they was. Let's honor how it went from bad to good." We just want to talk about all the good things. But if you just talk about all the good things, you're never gonna really value everything. You're gonna start to
facts.
hate yourself for the bad things more than you love the good things.
And then you're gonna start chasing demons for real because you're really just trying to put things to the back burner. But like it's like you gotta face the past to be able to move into the future. And talking about the brain, like you already live in the past. Like your brain, like before, like you know how like a sprinter like starts to take off. Like
Yeah,
your brain, like you're already like you're not going exactly when that thing goes. You know what I'm saying? Like the gun has already went off before you've left. You get what I'm saying? You're
yeah,
always living in the past. Your brain's already, you know what I'm saying? You're all your reactions are already in the past. You get what I'm saying? You're always reacting to the past. You get what I'm saying? Like when you take a step, you've already like your brain already conceived that step before you've made it. You get what I'm saying? So
I
it's
get what
you
you're saying.
even mentally you're always living in you're always reacting to the past essentially. You get what I'm saying?
Always reacting to the past, and more often than not, you're probably living in the same place you wanted to
Yeah, no, that's facts. That's facts. That's facts, man. I get what you're saying, but I'm not gonna go into detail right now.
be.
But
Yeah,
that's another episode of
that's
Between the Worlds. We out.
I've been grinding, got all the eyes on me. Fuck being humble, I take the pride only. Damn right, I take it there, cause they ain't playing fair. I've been grinding, got all the eyes on me. Fuck being humble, I take the pride on